Okay, everyone wants to know how I make the cannabis suppositories. So, you need organic cocoa butter. I get it off Amazon. You need organic frankincense oil. I add that in because it helps shrink tumors and it's calming and it makes it smell a little nicer. Your Rick Simpson oil. Suppository molds, I get them off of Amazon as well. I ended up buying 1,000 of them for $175 because it was way cheaper and more cost effective. If you can find any other place to buy them any cheaper, that's fabulous. And a little syringe. Cocoa butter melting in my Pyrex on my little cast iron skillet. I like to just melt it this way because I also get to see, I find that about 75 milliliters, like 25 goes into about 10 suppositories because they're about 2 milliliters. These might be a little less. Anyways, so you get the point. You melt the cocoa butter. I'm probably going to need a little more. I'm making these for a dog that has a splenic tumor. So bear with me for a second because I didn't open this one. And I only have 2 hands. Okay. So I'm going to put in enough, probably to go up to 125. Okay, so we just watch it melt. I find suppositories are much easier, especially for dogs, because the absorption is, up to 80% rectally, and then orally is only about 20%. Orally, of course, the dog gets crazy high. Rectally, they just get calm. They don't get the psychoactiveness, so they don't go into like their wobbly, woozy stupor. I'll turn it up a little bit. All right, so you get the idea. I use just to stir it around. Oops. Bear with me, bear with me. So I've been helping dogs and people for over 3 years now with a lot of success. Cannabis oil is absolutely amazing. It does wonders. Arthritis, clearly it kills cancer, shrinks tumors, all sorts of good things. So let's wait for that to... Now I'm going to use 5 grams of oil and probably make about 40 suppositories. You can't put a lot of oil in less because then it doesn't stay solid. And you want them to stay solid. You don't want them to be goopy. So while we're waiting for that, here I am. Hello, I'm Christina. Today's our AFC playoff game. Patriots, go Patriots. I know a lot of you guys hate the Patriots, but I'm from Massachusetts. We're spoiled. All right, get the idea. And it's a really nice day today. It's like a heat wave. Boil, boil, boil. Yep, looks like 125. So the thing is this, you can give 1 a day or 2 a day, 3 a day, depends upon the severity of the condition you're treating. You can't overdose on this. Basically, do the math, 5 grams into however many suppositories and you'll figure out how many milligrams are in each one. I made the oil, it's about 900 milligrams per gram of THC. It's not a high CBD strain. It's a very minimal. But it's hard to get, not to kill off a CBD when you heat. So I recommend getting a CBD oil if you wanted to add on. Okay, it's almost melted. Almost. I'm sure you could probably put it in the microwave, but I'm not a fan of microwaves. I use it minimally. All right, so looks like we're all done. Good thing about Pyrex is it doesn't get hot. So I'm going to do this with one hand now. So we're at about 7. All right, so we'll just squish this all in. Just like that. Oops, sorry. 7 down to 2. There we go. See how simple? Gotta use my mouth. Anyways, now I just kind of put, I don't really count, just a little bit like that, not too much. I can't find any dosing suggestions for frankincense. I just, you know, through my research and looking up for things, I found that frankincense was amazing at calming anxiety, just the whole calming effect, and also it shrinks tumors, so who knew? All right. So put that down. I used another syringe. All right, sorry. I'm going to try to do this with one hand. Oh, it's not going to work. All right, so let's see if I can set this up over here so you can see what I'm doing. All right, let's see, that should work. Nope, hold on. Stupid phone. How do you guys do this? Clearly this is my first video. All right, good. All right, so stir it up nice. And then just suck it up in the syringe. And there you go, fill the molds. And sometimes they stick, so there you go. Just get it so it's nice and smooth. You don't want it to just like all of a sudden just squirt out and make a mess. I try not to make a mess. This one's just a little bit, no. All right, hold on. I want to get it nice and lubed up. It's not coming out good. Sorry about that. All right, so fill them up. Ooh, see, look at that. I'm making a mess already. All right. Why is this one not doing good? You get the idea. All right. This one's giving me a hard time today. It's sticking. So, and if you overfill it, you can just kind of suck it up a little bit. Yeah, I definitely couldn't do this with one hand. So you fill them all up, and then you can either let them sit on room temperature to solidify, or you stick them in the freezer for a minute. They get solid pretty quickly. And you can store them at room temperature. It's cocoa butter, so obviously it stays solid. And what I do is once I'm ready to peel them open, I let them sit in my hand for a minute to kind of just get a little warm, because sometimes they break in half. I don't know why. Boy, I'm making a mess today. Figures the first time I try to make a video, I make a mess. Normally it's a lot easier. But this syringe is just giving me a hard time. I don't know why. But you get the idea, right? But as you can see, it's really easy and simple. I make the Rick Simpson oil myself. I grow everything. Everything is organic. I grow as medically clean, you know, all set medically. I don't use pesticides, anything. Everything's organic and natural. And made with lots of love. Massachusetts is a medically legal state and also recreationally legal now, which is fabulous. And I can't wait for the whole country to experience this. It's so awful that this is not allowed to treat everybody. Oh, I might need more. Let's see. Boy, I am super messy today. Maybe because I'm just excited to go watch the game. All right, well, as you can see, my hands are all sticky now and yucky. Well, actually not that bad. All right, so there you have it. I made 40. I'm going to have to go get a couple more. But other than that, like I said, you just stick them in the freezer for a minute and you're good to go. I wouldn't store them in the freezer. You can maybe store them in the fridge, but like I said, what you want to do is rip one off individually, just hold it in your hand to let it get a little warm and then open it, and then you are ready to give it to your pooch or yourself. But I mean, I'm making this for a dog. Anyways, that's it. Hope you have a fabulous day. I hope this was very helpful. And let me know if you need any advice. Thank you. Much love. Bye.